Okay. I have my cabbage here that I'm going to be blanching. I'm not going to season the water. This is the water. And this is my filling for, this is my barley filling for my stuffed cabbage. I did completely finish the, I call them my dolmas. Oops. Let me just show you real quick. These are my dolmas. But they're colored greens. They're stuffed with the beef and the lamb. So I didn't have enough of the leaves. And I'll put that aside. And I'm going to be show you how to blanch these leaves or the cabbage. Now you can season the water, but I'm not going to. And you just basically put your leaves in there and you just kind of let them blanch and soften until they're pliable for your to stuff your barley in them. And this is like a vegan. This would be considered a vegetarian or a vegan if you want to add cheese to it. You can, but I'm not going to. I would suggest Parmesan if you're going to add cheese, or something like this that melts, which is what I've been eating. But I'm not going to add any cheese. This is Pleasant Ridge, Wisconsin. It's so delicious. It's on the pricier side, as you see. It's got a small piece, but I've just been eating it and enjoying it. I would save the rinds. You can freeze the rinds and you can use them and put them in a broth or a sauce. Do not throw them away. I would keep them. And then I'm going to go ahead and wrap these, but before I do that, you have to make sure that all your leaves are blanched. Yeah, all of them. All your basically your cabbage leaves, and they're going to soften up really well. Make sure your water is boiling. And this is so delicious. It's a medley of the carrots, onions, bell pepper, and celery with some cremini mushrooms. Yes. Yes. You have to make sure you have those cremini mushrooms, which is an umami. And it's so delicious. So, basically, I like doing this around this time of the year. It's St. Patrick's Day. This video probably won't get uploaded on St. Patrick's Day, but I like making something for St. Patrick's Day, and this is my St. Patrick's Day treat that I enjoy making. And what I'm going to be using is this cast iron skillet. And I thought about using purple cabbage for the to stuff them. You could if you want. But instead, I'm going to be making like a sauerkraut with this, which is going to be nice, fermented foods. And this is my stock. I'm waiting for it to, oops, sorry. There, my stock. But yeah, yum, yum. And my cabbage is getting soft and soft and soft. I enjoy doing that. Okay, and then you take your strainer, of course. These are the old leaves. I'm going to set those aside, so I'm not going to need those. Rinse it out a little bit. Yeah. Take it. Then you want to remove Just going to lower that. And you just want to make sure that they're blanched. Ones, and I've had them for years, and for some reason I just can't seem to find them right now. I'm sure I'll find them later. So okay, so they've been blanching for some time now, for about a couple minutes. And you want to make sure they're nice and soft. Wait till they get very soft. I can't wait to make my sauerkraut. Purple sauerkraut. St. Patrick's Day. I can't resist. That's so good. Cabbage. I could just eat it plain. Especially in a slaw. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to go ahead and remove them. The lighter ones seem to take a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to allow that to drain. You might want to keep it aside. This is nice and clean, so I might keep it, and I'm going to use that a little bit with my stock to braise it or to make a sauce. So you don't want to toss it out. You know, in the kitchen when you're cooking, you try to salvage a lot of the stuff. Like when I make stock, I don't just throw the whole onion in there. I trim the outside, of course. I take it apart. I cut it in half. I cut it up. I trim the bottom of the celeries, you know, and I wash them. And I have a nice clean stock. I've seen some cooks where they'll just throw the celery in there and it's dirty and they haven't even washed it. Now some of the celeries, you know, that they get in bulk are really nice, and they're nice and clean, but still trim the bottom part. Don't put the bottom part of the celery. I wouldn't do it. And then like the bottom part of the cabbage. Ew, you don't want that in there. So that's part that usually touches the dirt until we can, well, most of them, but there are some farmers that they grow their vegetables off the ground, which is so cool. But for right now, I even rinse my mushrooms. Sorry, I do. You're not supposed to, but I do. You could dry them. But I like rinsing my mushrooms. That's just me. And just, you know, to take those extra precautions. And then before you cut your onion, rinse it off. Rinse off your onion. Doesn't take but a couple of seconds to do that. So, anyways. Okay, so I am going to begin with rolling them. And it's the same thing. You just take a plate. Okay. And I'm going to take my cabbage leaves. Another spoon, nice clean spoon, so we don't cross-contaminate. And then we're just going to take our leafy leaf. Okay. I'm going to take leaf right here like that. And then you want to take your beautiful barley. These are going to be so good. You want to use a nice seasoned stock. And I'm going to try to do this with one hand here, so you can see what the heck I'm doing. And these are going to be a little bit bigger. See? And there you have your rolled up cabbage roll here with barley in it. And then I'll show you on the third film, on the third clip, I'll show you how to braise them. Okay? Talk to you later. All right. See you soon. Bye. Happy St. Patrick's Day.